What's going on, guys? Coffee Joe here, and I'm going to be talking about the hallucinations that I used to get when I was really young. I stopped getting them when I was around 6 years old, and the last hallucination is probably going to make your hair stand on end. Now, if you don't like these types of videos, like people talk about hallucinations, this video is not for you. Right, let's move on and get straight into the video. My first ever hallucination was when I was about 4. I was in nursery and I'd thrown an apple across the room. I used to get these visual and auditory hallucinations when I was younger because of a situation that I felt unsafe in, or just nothing feeling right, or if I'd done something wrong, i.e. go the wrong way. Now, my friend has a similar condition. He has Leber's congenital amaurosis, and he started to talk about these hallucinations he used to get, and I was like, oh my god, we used to have the same thing, and that is why I'm making a video on it. But I remember getting taken out because I couldn't explain to the teacher who had me what had just happened. So yeah, that's a very vivid memory. And another one that my family will probably remember is when I had swallowed a crayon in my brother's room. I knew that something wasn't right, and my uncle being there. So if you're watching this, Craig, then shout out you. But I remember running into the living room and mum seeing me crying, but it wasn't because of the reason you probably think it is. It wasn't because of the crayon, it was because I'd heard like a humming noise. It was very short, it was probably like 0.5 seconds, literally. It was terrible. I, again, went into meltdown mode as I couldn't explain why I was crying. I remember being very scared and shaken, but this next hallucination is probably going to be even worse. Being at my grandma's one time, I was eating a dumpling, and all of a sudden everything just went dark for like 3 seconds. And people are probably thinking like the blinds must have been pulled down or it was getting dark. I was like, no, because it went dark and then it went back to normal. And I don't know what happened. I began to cry. I got told off by Dad because he thought I was crying over the dumpling. I got sent home, got told off. And again, I couldn't explain to him. I was trying to say it went dark, but he wasn't listening. But yeah, that was very fun. The last hallucination is probably one of the most disturbing hallucinations ever. I remember being at my nan's and I was about 6 years old and a bit of dust got in my eye, which was fine. That's great. I can literally go upstairs and wash it off. It's fine. The part that I didn't like was when I heard this massive humming noise, and it was like it started off really quiet, like and it got even more louder, and it started growing towards me, and I ran into my mum, and again I couldn't explain to her what was happening. The noise went away, it died out, it literally went, and I never experienced hallucination ever again. As a kid, I didn't know they were hallucinations, but talking to my friend Francis, I realised that they were. So make sure you like the video, share and subscribe. I'll tag Francis's channel down below, but that's going to be it for today's video. Drop a like, and if you've watched all the way through, then comment an emoji, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.